The silence around you, Meng Long, feels heavier than words can carry. There has been no confirmation, no clear statement, no final goodbye, yet the air feels different. The timelines are quieter. The smiles feel forced. Fans move through their days with a strange ache, as if something precious has slipped through their fingers without warning. It is not just about news or rumors. It is about the emotional space he occupies in so many hearts. For years, Meng Long wasn't just a name on a screen. He was comfort on lonely nights, inspiration during hard seasons, a familiar face that felt like home. His performances, his quiet charm, his gentle expressions, they became memories stitched into people's lives. And now, in the absence of clarity, that attachment feels fragile. What makes it harder is the uncertainty. When there is no confirmation, the mind wanders. Hope and fear exist side by side. Some fans hold on to optimism, replaying old interviews, old dramas, old smiles, convincing themselves that everything will be all right. Others prepare their hearts for a loss they cannot fully accept. Letting go is never easy, especially when there is nothing solid to hold on to. Grief is complicated, and even the possibility of losing someone who meant so much can feel overwhelming. Whether this silence ends in relief or heartbreak, one truth remains. Meng Long has touched lives in ways that cannot be erased. And sometimes the hardest part isn't saying goodbye, it's not knowing if you have to. In moments like this, silence can feel louder than any announcement ever could. The world keeps moving. Cars pass, notifications buzz, the sun rises and sets. Yet for many fans, something feels painfully out of place. There has been no official confirmation, no final statement carved in certainty, and yet the whispers surrounding Meng Long have settled heavily on hearts across the world. It is a strange kind of grief, grieving in uncertainty. It is the kind that lingers in the background of daily life. You open your phone and instinctively search his name. You scroll through old clips. You replay scenes you have memorized by heart. You tell yourself that without confirmation, there is still hope. And yet, hope trembles when silence stretches too long. Meng Long was never just another familiar face on a screen. For many, he was comfort during sleepless nights. He was the calm presence after exhausting days. He was the gentle smile that softened hardened moods. His performances carried emotion that felt real, not forced, not exaggerated, but sincere. When he looked into the camera, it often felt as if he was looking directly into you, understanding something unspoken. Fans remember the first time they discovered him. Maybe it was through a drama that unexpectedly captured their hearts. Maybe it was a clip shared by a friend. Maybe it was a late-night recommendation that turned into hours of binge-watching. However it began, it became something meaningful. Over time, admiration grew into attachment. Attachment grew into loyalty. And loyalty turned into love, the kind of love fans quietly carry without demanding anything in return. Now, in this uncertain space, that love feels fragile. What makes this moment so difficult is not just the fear of loss, but the lack of clarity. When someone passes with confirmation, there is pain, sharp and undeniable, but there is also closure. There is a line drawn in reality. Here, there is only a question mark. And question marks are heavy. They sit in the chest. They interrupt sleep. They make every rumor feel like a storm. Some fans cling to hope with unwavering determination. They remind others that nothing has been confirmed. They speak about positivity. They encourage patience. They revisit interviews where Meng Long spoke about future plans, future roles, future dreams. There is still time, they whisper. There must be. Others prepare themselves for heartbreak, trying to brace their emotions before anything official is said. They cry quietly while watching his old scenes. They leave messages online, not goodbye messages, but messages filled with gratitude, just in case. Just in case silence turns into something final. This is what makes fandom so powerful and so vulnerable. The bond may not be personal in the traditional sense, but it is real. When an actor, a public figure, or an artist touches your life during important seasons, they become woven into your memories. Meng Long may never have known each individual fan personally, but his work entered their homes, their phones, their private moments. Think about the times when someone felt alone, and his drama became company. Think about the moments when someone felt misunderstood, and his character gave them hope. Think about the tears shed during emotional scenes, the laughter during lighter ones, the admiration during interviews. Those moments do not disappear easily. And that is why letting go, even of a possibility, feels so heavy. There is also something deeply human about the way fans respond during times like this. Strangers comfort strangers. People from different countries, languages, and cultures come together for one shared emotion. Social media becomes a space of collective vulnerability. Messages like, "I can't stop thinking about him," and "I hope he's okay" flood timelines. In uncertainty, community becomes a lifeline. The hardest part is the waiting. Waiting tests patience. It tests faith. It tests emotional strength. Every new post, every trending topic, every unverified report feels like a spark that could either reignite hope or extinguish it. And so fans exist in between belief and fear, between optimism and sorrow. Meng Long's presence in the industry was marked by a quiet elegance. He was not loud for attention. He did not demand noise. His appeal was gentle, almost understated. Perhaps that is why this silence feels even more profound. It mirrors the softness many admired in him. When someone has brought light into your life, even through a screen, the thought of losing that light, or even fearing its loss, can be overwhelming. It reminds us how deeply we attach to stories and to the people who tell them. It reminds us that art is not just entertainment, it is connection. Fans often wonder if artists understand how much they mean to them. In moments like this, the answer becomes visible. The tears, the posts, the tributes, the rewatching of old scenes, they all speak loudly. They say, "You mattered." They say, "You still matter." They say, "We are not ready to let go." And perhaps that is the most honest truth of all. Letting go is never easy. Whether this uncertainty ends in relief or heartbreak, one thing cannot be erased. Meng Long has already left an imprint. His work continues to exist. His performances continue to breathe. His expressions continue to stir emotion. Even in silence, his impact remains. For many fans, this is not just about headlines. It is about memories. It is about the way his dramas became part of their personal timelines. It is about the comfort found in his voice. It is about the inspiration drawn from his dedication. And so, as we navigate this delicate space of not knowing, perhaps the most important thing is to hold on to compassion for ourselves and for one another. It is okay to feel emotional. It is okay to feel confused. It is okay to hope. It is okay to fear. These reactions simply reflect how much he means to so many. If you are someone who has felt this weight, know that you are not alone. Thousands, maybe millions, share that same quiet ache. Together, fans create a network of support, reminding each other of beautiful moments, sharing favorite scenes, celebrating the talent that brought them together in the first place. In times like this, staying connected matters more than ever. That is why on Midnight in Seoul, we continue to honor Meng Long's journey, revisiting his most unforgettable scenes, discussing the emotions behind his performances, and creating a space where fans can gather, reflect, and remember. This is not just about news. It is about preserving the memories that mean so much to all of us. If Meng Long's work has ever touched your heart, if you have ever smiled because of his presence on screen, if you have ever felt comfort in his roles, then this is the moment to come together. Subscribe to Midnight in Seoul and join a community that understands what you feel. Let's keep celebrating his artistry. Let's keep sharing the moments that made us fall in love with his talent. Let's continue telling the stories that remind the world why he matters. In uncertainty, community is strength. In silence, remembrance is powerful. And in every replayed scene, every heartfelt comment, every shared tribute, his impact lives on. Whatever tomorrow brings, one truth will remain steady. The connection between Meng Long and his fans cannot be erased. And together, on Midnight in Seoul, we will keep that connection alive.